In this video, we will look at setting up the custom properties, material, weight, and cost associated with each of your parts. So if you open up, I'm going to come to open, if you open up one of your parts, so I'm going to start with my tabletop, I have applied a material here. You might not know how to do this. On your feature manager, you can edit material and you can choose from a many number of types of materials. So there's steel, iron, aluminum, copper, titanium, zinc. These are all separated out. There's a bunch of plastics. There's non-metals. I'm choosing to make my table out of wood. I chose a pine table. It's probably not too expensive. I'm going to hit the apply, and I'm going to make a quick note here. Notice that the material is not in all caps. You know how I have my top 5 gripes about SolidWorks, right? This is probably in the top 5. When I make a drawing, I don't ever want to see lowercase letters on my drawing. Usually, I would show you at this point how to make a custom library. It's not working so well with our IT setup, so this year I'm going to tell you it's not ideal, but this has lowercase letters in it, and say that for this year we're going to make do with that. If you were in industry and they were trying to stick to a strict ANSI standard, they would have their own set of libraries ready for you to use that had pine, all capital letters, right? And all materials that they use in all caps. So just a side note there. You might think that you're done setting your material, but you're not. What we need to do now, after we've set the material, is we now need to go set up the custom properties for this part. So we come to File, and we select Properties. And it probably opens up to Summary the first time you do this. I want to click on the Custom tab, and this one I've already set up. So I'm going to do the next one with you, but I'll show you what it looks like here. My first one, and I put my caps lock on, I don't want any lowercase that isn't SolidWorks generated. Okay, so there's my requirement. Material, unit weight in pounds, unit cost in dollars, and then I can flip down to the SolidWorks properties. So I've assigned a material, so this is something that evaluates to pine. It also has a weight in pounds, and then this is a made-up number. I'm just guessing how much this costs. Arguably, I put dollars in the property title, but I do usually include a dollar sign as well in the value. So that's what it looks like in the end. Let me go open my leg and do this with you. Okay, so I'm going to open my other part, table leg. And here I've assigned my material. So go ahead and pause the video if you haven't done that, and then meet me in Properties. So I come to Properties, I'm in Custom, so here's what I do. And I have to type it exactly the same in all of my parts. If I don't, it won't show up on my bill of materials. So Material is a drop-down option. Unit weight, LB. I prefer the abbreviation for LB, or for pounds, LB. LBS is a colloquial abbreviation that's technically incorrect, so I generally avoid LBS. Mass. And then the last one was unit cost. And if the tabletop was 40, probably each of these legs is about 10. It's much less material. Probably not the same finish. Okay, and so I have 3 properties. I click OK. The last step would be to save this part. I'll close out of it. I'm going to save my tabletop and close out of it. And now you might have noticed at the beginning of my intro video that my table leg did not have material, weight, or cost. Now it does. So I'll show you how to make this bill of materials. I'm about to delete it. That'll be the next step. But by setting up my custom properties, it populates into my bill of materials if I set that up properly. That concludes the setup of custom properties. In the next video, I will insert a bill of materials and insert most of these columns.